Hello and welcome to Final Show Films. I'm the executive producer here, John Bates, and I've got a few pre-show notes for you. First of all, I'd like to thank our $25 tier supporters, Antitonic, Waterflame, Samantha Bates, and Maureen Montee, without whom we wouldn't be able to do much, especially not all the content that we put forward now. I also want to thank all the people that have joined on with us since the, I would say, successful experiment that was Midsummer Night's Stream. If you're interested in that, go check out our YouTube channel, where youtube.com/Sensaku, where we performed the world's first, as far as we're aware, live stream production of a community theater performance of A Midsummer Night's Dream. That sounds like a lot of qualifiers. It's more just because that's the way I talk. Please go enjoy them and give us feedback. Let us know if you'd like to see more of that in the future. If you'd like to support us financially, you can do so on our Patreon page at patreon.com/FSFilms. You can also follow us on Twitter at Final Show Films, or follow me personally at John A. Bates for all future updates and live notifications for our live stream. In the meantime, sit back, relax, enjoy. And we're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Gran Terra Rebirth. Joining me today is William.
Hi, I'm William, and I'm playing Gashkar, the half-orc barbarian sorceress.
And Roxfall, I'm Mara.
Thanks, I'm Mara. I'm playing Hope, the Azamar rogue barbarian revenant Scourge Azamar. I think that's everything. Monk. There we go.
I'm sure I think you have one more.
Randomly
one more
yelling out words. No. And Cody.
Cody played Corbin, the human battle master, decapitator of all things.
Decapitator of one thing.
So far, I just have to run everything else.
Now.
And Jeremy.
Hello, I'm Jeremy. I am playing Harry, the halfling battle master fighter, a tiny ball of doom.
And Aaron.
Hi, I'm Aaron. I'm playing Lou, the slightly tinier ball of doom, who's a hunter of blood and clericness. Wait, that wasn't the halfling.
And Jack.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jack. I'm playing Gwynfron Minar, the high elf divination wizard, as well as Ashkel, the wood elf warlock who lives in his brain.
High elf. Blue skinned currently.
Blue skin high elf. Yes. High elf slod hybrid, you might say.
Anyways, when last we left off, the adventurers had stumbled their way into a barracks full of Kishi demons, who proceeded to mind control half the party and have them beat down the other half.
Hate those kimchi demons.
Unfortunately, the Kishi demons' sadism won out on the better of them, and the group managed to break free of the mind control and kill the Kishi demons back. Not without expending extensive amounts of resources and taking quite a fight. But that's what we pick off. So the group of you are in the middle of this barracks, it seems like. There's a table, chairs, there are doors that lead to an armory, an office, or beds. As the body of these two-faced demons and the goat-like red-haired sort of burn away.
Do they leave anything behind?
No, they
Yeah.
don't.
Nope. Okay.
I'm gonna
Ashes.
peek into these rooms, see if there's anything I can see in them.
Yeah. On the left hand door from the entrance to the room, there is an armory that has sort of weapon racks in it. There are spears and longsword, shield, but none of them seem to be quality. There is a singular room that the red-haired demon came out of on the right-hand side of the room. That has a single bed in it, and the northern side of the room, straight ahead, across from the came in, there is a bedroom of bunk rooms. Where
Lulu will head into. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say we have to get northwest, right? That's where the last signal of where the beacon is.
Gwen, you would have lost concentration on locate object when you got knocked out. So
Yep. And Gwyn casts Tiny Hut.
all right. So there is a clattering sound as one of the chairs that exists on the boundary of this invisible wall of force gets shot against the wall.
Bang! Yeah.
Yeah.
Chair succeeded his deck save. Nicely done, Chair. I don't know.
That would have been fun.
If we need to take a rest, in here will be safest. Get a breather, get your energy back, that sort of thing. Maybe. Yeah.
It appears as if I could use a rest.
All right.
Yeah, you got beat up pretty bad.
Rest, preferably sleep.
Well, if we want to just take a quick break, I can make that happen in a 10-minute period if you'd like. Or if we need to rest longer, but there was an hourglass in the lobby when we came in, so.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if people need to rest, I'm good.
I vote 10-minute breather.
Let's see. Hold on just a second. I need to remember what
Raise
things I
your
get back.
hands
I think
if
I
you
get
would
most things back on it.
Be in suitable fighting form with a reasonable short rest.
Gwyn raises his hand all the way up and then looks at it and kind of goes.
That would be fine.
Right about there.
And
While everyone else could see that, no one at home, no one in the audience could see that because I'm behind your portrait.
Harry, hand up, sort of shaking, like, I'd mostly be okay. I'd be pretty solid.
If we assume things get more dangerous, wouldn't it be better to rest now and not? Well, let's
And
do
let
the
them
short
recover?
rest now and promise to keep doing short rests.
And let them recover. If this one demon, the things we've seen before have been one weird parasitic growth. If these are just like animate offshoots of that now, then if we've killed some of them, we've weakened the whole. And if we stop
as
and
a blood
rest,
hunter, I have the ability to make knowledge rolls on huntable targets like demons. Are these things a parasitic growth of, like, we've seen what they are?
I need to look at something real quick.
Oh, the ability?
Yeah.
Yes, magic to.
Have advantage on intelligence checks to recall information about fey, fiends, and undead.
That's recall information about it. Give me
presumably trained information about varieties of monsters because I am a monster hunter.
Yes. So you know a little, some bit about demons, but this isn't necessarily information you would have been taught because no one teaches about the inside of the tower. Go ahead and give me an intelligence nature roll.
Okay. $11. That's actually pretty good for me.
From what you can tell, they seem to be individual demons. You have no idea if maybe they're connected in the background with something else. You don't know if they're offshoots of something. As far as you can tell, they are individual demons. But you don't know much about what goes on behind the scenes here. So
Well, if we're dead, it won't matter, but they're not a hive mind. They're just all creepy people.
There is the notable trade-off of we can either rest now for a long period and be at full strength for whatever lies ahead, or take a series of brief rests and be applying stopgap solutions as the fights get harder and harder.
Exactly.
I would be in favor of the full rest if it weren't for our major domo in the lobby.
But that's mostly for the group of you. I will be at full capacity, minus a few small amounts of magic that I can currently perform with either form of rest.
Yeah,
I think my main
Go ahead.
I realize that some of us don't necessarily need to worry about it. And I assume during this time my health has been regenerating to half because it does that every round.
Yeah.
Some of us it's not really a huge concern, but keep in mind that I don't think any of us have short rest regenerating healing abilities. I think everyone who has healing has the ability to heal other people, needs a long rest to get that ability back.
I've already
True.
done something like that, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand that some of us have spent the magic we can use
Yeah.
to heal people. That's
Also,
Not what I was
Harry and Gwen would also be healing.
Yes,
They're-
I
Yes.
would.
I just need to calculate what half of my health minus 21 minus my full health, what then half is, because my maximum's currently reduced by my magic.
What's your maximum?
It's half of that is what I need to actually just put into the calculator.
That would be 89, yeah.
I mean, probably
Well.
talking about this is long enough to get me back there, if I'm honest.
Do we want to risk it or not?
I'm good either way. I'm gonna be mostly good. The only thing I'm gonna be down is step outside the in-character talk for a moment. I'm gonna be down 1 indomitable use. That's it. There's no way for me to describe that narratively. That
Right.
doesn't take me too long to figure it out. Then it is useful.
The only thing that I would gain over a longer period of rest is the magic on this ring would recharge enough to be used again. That's all that I would really gain of significant value.
I literally just took a long rest.
But then I'm not a spellcaster or anything like that. So that's why I am
You know what?
Are we
feeding my
willing to
opinion
risk
to other people.
going
Fuck
into later fights with not having healing?
I want to
not-
consult the spirits on
Okay.
taking a short rest and going,
All right.
if that is a terrible idea or not. So, augury, as I click the wrong button. There it is.
You know what you're gonna get, right?
Yeah, good and bad, but I'm hoping if it's real bad, then we know that we need to take a rest. I don't know how. Basically, I'm trying to
Okay.
figure out.
Is
What is your- hang on.
Hope communicating this to anybody before she just or is she just starting to do it?
Probably just starting to do it.
Okay.
I'm tired.
What is your specific question?
My specific question is if we take a short rest and then keep going with the intention to continue on until we reach the beacon, if that will be a terrible idea.
Or what would the results of us taking a short rest and then moving on be?
Yep. Mhm.
Okay. You get both weal and woe.
Of course. All right.
Spirits are consistent.
Hope, were you just doing a divination there?
Yeah.
What did you ask?
I asked if we took a short rest, if that would be a terrible idea or not. If versus, I guess, trying to see if
Was that an augury?
Yes.
There wasn't a versus anything then. You're allowed to ask one question.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If at any point you're interested, there are...
Go on. I'm just sighing, just reflexively.
No, I
Trying to
understand.
work on it.
Yeah.
We just went through a lot as a group.
Which is fair. That was definitely the wrong question to ask.
What was the right
And
question?
beyond.
Then?
If you consider it from a mathematical perspective, we have two choices ahead of us, and we're trying to decide which one's the best. There's no question that we do need to take a rest. The question is, do we need to take a long rest or a short rest, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, taking a short rest is likely to gain us some benefit, but the real question is, because we will gain the most benefit from taking a long rest, because that's how longer rests work. But that one carries a much greater risk from it because of our potential time constraint. Next time you try that, ask about the long rest, because if that comes back as a terrible idea, then we have some inferable information from that resting that long means we would probably likely run out of time for whatever the time is in question two. Do you see where I'm going with this?
No, yes, I do. But I was
Okay.
trying to figure out if we went forward with just a short rest, if there was a definite chance of failure.
And what did you
And
find
there's
out?
not. It's good and bad.
So there's definite chance of failure, not a guarantee. Of
I'm pretty sure that's what a chance of failure is. That there's
Yeah,
good
but not-
things and bad things.
It's not definite though. We won't definitely die if we go on.
Just for clarification purposes,
yes.
the results of augury are not yes, no, yes and no, or nothing. The results of augury are good, bad, good and bad, or nothing.
Mhm.
Yep.
There is a distinction there.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Meaning
you're asking the Oracle of Delphi whether this is a good idea or
Meaning
not.
that when you get both weal and woe, if your question is, will taking a short rest be good or not?
Mm-hmm.
When you get both weal and woe means there will be both good and bad results of taking a short rest.
Mm-hmm.
It does not mean that yes or no there is a chance of failure or whatever. It just means that
Right.
there will be both good and bad.
Yep.
But yes, with augury, it's designed to work best if you ask about the worst possible scenario.
Harry at this point has pulled out a deck of cards and is playing solitaire.
And there's also the actually having respect for the people who have expertise in the things they have expertise in, which you just don't, and that's annoying and hurts.
Who is Lulu talking to?
I mean, she's not really looking at anyone, but that's pretty
You're
clearly
talking
indefinite.
to me. Yes.
Like-
Sure. Fine.
Simply advice for the future. Use at your own desires.
All right, let's have a show of hands here. Who would rather take a longer rest?
Gwyn would.
Lulu would.
Who absolutely does not want to take a longer rest?
Gwyn wouldn't.
I vote present.
We have two people that would like to take a long rest, and the same one person of those would like to not take a long rest.
I would benefit greatly from a longer rest. I do not think we have the time for a longer rest.
No, I'm worried about the.
How depleted are you in your reserves,
Actually, I have an idea.
Gwen?
We go on one more fight. Maybe take a short rest now. Maybe we go on one more fight. And whatever we fight next, hoping that it's somewhat sentient, most of the things we fought seem to be, I brain blasted into telling us where the answer is.
You what?
It is.
I think that's an excellent plan, Lulu.
We can get into the moral question later, but the moral question really doesn't imply with fiend monsters of hell that are trying to destroy the world.
No, yes, use whatever tools you have to fight fiends that are attempting to eradicate all of creation.
Yeah, fuck them.
All right, then. Sounds like a quick nap it is. Everybody ready to be unconscious for 10 minutes in our well-protected bubble?
Sure.
6-person cat nap. Boom.
You all, unless any of you are not willing, fall asleep.
This looks familiar, I think.
Do we receive the benefits of a short rest?
You receive the benefits of a short rest, so you can.
It lasts for 10 minutes, but you get all the benefits of a short rest.
So those of you that won't regenerate to full in 10 minutes, which 2 of you will, can spend hit dice and get back the things that you.
I can do arcane recovery.
Let me see. How does my Mending Affinity help me here?
Superiority dice come back on short rest, don't they, Jeremy?
Mending Affinity does not help
Yes,
me with
everything except for Indomitable comes back.
Yeah.
Fighters and warlocks, man, they can just go all
Yep.
day.
Yep.
Barbarians too.
Yeah,
barbarians,
especially at your level where you're.
I have
raging.
infinite rage, yeah.
Yeah, after getting through something tough, they're like, huh, all right, that was bracing. 10 minutes and we go
pretty
again?
much fine. It's mostly that I
Let's
don't
have a
get any
snack.
cleric powers. Which is if someone's out of reach and we need to heal them so they don't die, is the only thing I now can't do. I'm rolling great on these. Yeah.
Yeah, it turns out I actually did have one more use of Indomitable last fight. I just forgot to update myself.
There you go. Hey, I'm
Oh, no.
low full. Let's spend it all.
All right, one more hit die should be all that I need. Yep, that's good. I am back to full.
In addition, while you are all asleep, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Yep.
Motherfucker.
Oh, dude, last week was rough for Harry, man.
Oh, I don't have advantage on that. 6.
1.
Yep. This is great. This is
Doubt
why I
this
didn't want to
means
rest.
that I can't be frightened.
That's fine. This is not a frightened effect.
Also have advantage when I'm making my wisdom saves, but I'm assuming this is not my werewolf form thing.
No, this is not a your werewolf form thing.
Cool.
Okay.
That's not good.
Gwyn, Gashkar, and Lulu, you're fine. Corbin, Hope, and Harry. While you're asleep, regardless of how brief the sleep is, you find yourself standing alone beneath a volcano. There's just this massive roiling cloud of soot and ash above you. The oppressive heat of magma all around you. Magma.
You can't say that and not get me to do that.
Magma. Anyways, the oppressive heat of magma all around you. And you feel this rumbling that sort of vibrates through to the very core of your being. And as you look around, just sort of taking in the sight of this massive mountain, there is a loud explosion as you look up and see bright light of lava flying into the air and pouring down the sides of this mountain in front of you. You turn to try to run away to get away, but you can't move. Your legs are stuck as this oncoming rush of lava pours down towards you. And just as it's about to go over you, you wake up at the end of your 10-minute rest. All of you wake up 10 minutes later.
The fuck was that?
Congratulations, I did not shit myself from that dream.
It was a spell that allows your body to recuperate.
No, fuck off. That's
More-
not what I'm talking about.
Oh,
What was
what was what?
Fucking
You guys slept fine?
Yeah.
creepy ass volcano dreams.
You saw that?
Volcano dream?
No, I just apparently went inside your mind and got it from your brain without
Is that
anyone
a
else having
halfling
prompted me.
That's
I
more
knew that
reverse.
was what you were gonna say. No, that's racist.
All halflings are telepathic.
I mean-
That's racist.
I am telepathic and a halfling, but no, I can't. Well, I don't know what you
Statements
can
are
do if
not
you
really
use silent
correct,
speech
but
on
still,
someone who's
yeah, weird
asleep.
volcano dream. What the fuck is up with that?
Did you have the same volcano dream?
Were you stuck when the volcano was?
Yeah, because
Let's walk and talk, shall we?
no, we had separate weird volcano dreams.
You were on the other
What
side.
the
I was on the
fuck?
other side of the
We
volcano.
acknowledge that this is important, but wasn't the point of a short rest that we keep
Yeah.
moving?
Let's pin in this.
Yeah. Hold on, let me pick up my cards. All right, I'm good.
All right, walk and talk.
Yep.
Tell us more about this dream while we're walking.
Quinn's going first, looking for traps.
Harry likes looking for traps.
Harry likes
Harry
walking
likes
into
triggering
traps.
Yes.
Found it. That's,
Sure, have fun with
it's a
it.
type of looking, right?
You walk north into the corridor.
See, typically con-based trap
Okay.
detection is for the barbarian.
As you step north into the corridor, you see, as you step further, you see, as I described earlier, 3
Mhm.
bunk rooms.
Okay. Yep, nothing that way.
I go down to the door that we came in through.
You step
So they're
past-
doing that.
can move
Checking
it.
for traps.
So as you step out of the door to the south, there is another door across the hallway.
Okay,
as well
is that
as
the one we
corridor
came
that continues.
in?
No, you
Mara, am terrible at directions, so I don't
Me too.
know.
You
where
came
we've
from this
come
way.
from or where we were
Yeah,
doing.
we've been walking this direction.
Yeah.
There
I
is,
And
have
for
however, a
some
door.
reason, we
memory,
went
so-
into this room.
Well,
There is,
we know
however-
we're going ultimately somewhere around here.
Yeah.
Yes.
There is, however, a door right here, which you probably don't want to open because probably another fight.
Yeah, what's up here? What's this?
I don't
I've been down that hall.
Because I have a terrible sense of memory. Also, I wasn't here and didn't watch the episode afterward.
Further down
Mhm.
the hall is a set of stairs going down.
Okay.
Gashkar, you opening that door?
No.
You sure?
Uh-huh.
Positive?
Listen at the door. Listen at the door, Gashkar.
Have we been in here?
I will. No, we have not been in this door. I will
Reaching
listen.
for the door handle.
No.
No!
Stop.
Harry,
You
just wait.
sure?
We do not want more fights right now. We know we're going in the opposite direction to find our objective.
Oh, this is the opposite way.
This is the opposite way of where we need to go.
Okay. Pulls hand back, pauses, looks at doorknob.
I know it would be on par for our group to go the complete opposite direction of what
You
we
can-
need to
you
do,
can-
and then
Yes,
work back
Kyle.
around it
I will.
roundabout.
I will listen at the door, but I am not
Gashkar.
going to.
Give me a perception
We are
check.
not opening this door.
Gashkar, I really want to open this door.
Oh, God.
You do not hear anything beyond the door.
Well, if you're looking for a fight, I don't hear one, so you can keep going.
I just really want to open the door. Now I want to know what's behind the door.
No.
Nothing good.
I mean, you
No,
could
you
always.
say that, but you don't know.
I know it's not worth our time. We're trying to save the world, and we have a timer. Be smart. I know you're
Think-
smarter than I am.
Think big picture. We'll come back when we're.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not a big picture kind of girl.
We're
I
gonna
know.
we're gonna go in the direction where there's probably more dangerous fights because that's where the objective is.
I know you're smarter
We
than
get
I
to the
am.
Better fight soon because this is probably a lame fight if there's anything in there at all.
I know you're smarter than I am. Go for the bigger fights. Don't waste your energy on the small ones.
Let's go murder some demons. And Lulu will start heading down the hall.
Harry, the door
built up.
Harry, the door in particular is made of wood, so probably very easy to bust right through if you wanted to just take an axe to it.
No, the entire group is
I couldn't help myself.
It looks like very choppable wood, though.
I move this far, and then I turn around and I'm charging at the door.
So Gasher will try and intercept.
Give me an initiative roll.
Corbin.
The two of you.
I'm still standing at the door.
That's okay. It's not about standing at the door. It's about reacting in time.
Because halflings can
I'm
move
sorry.
through.
Do I have to react if I was
Halfling can
expecting
move
this?
Your space.
Give me an initiative roll.
Uh,
All right. Harry, you get
I'm
the first
really
thing.
sorry, peeps.
Harry, you get the first one. So, Gashkar, you're waiting, but Harry's just faster and smaller than you, and it's just
Run right through the legs,
Bam!
full on into the door.
Give me an attack roll.
Harry is the smallest Kool-Aid man.
20.
20 hits. Roll damage.
I mean, she was just slamming into it. So it would be, oh yeah, no, this is not good. It would be, was 1d.
Don't yell, oh yeah, after breaking through this door. I'm gonna be a little
Of course
disappointed.
you yellow, yeah.
Be 1 + 7 because my strength is 25. So 8 damage to the door.
The door bursts open as Harry just shoulders into it and slams it open. Inside, you see a bookshelf, a desk in the corner, another bookshelf, and nothing else.
I told you there was nothing good in here.
Step a little bit further in just to see.
Further to the right,
Yeah.
right, you see what seems to be like a storage area with some empty pallets.
There's still something over here. Nope, it's just a room.
Gwyn,
All right.
Gwyn hears and starts maneuvering that direction as well.
I'm just standing there. I'm not moving.
Jim,
I'm
I
good.
have a rules question.
Sure.
So I have 2 forms of hit point regeneration, which I didn't actually realize. I thought I just had the lycanthrope one. I'm gonna put the 2 I have in chat. Does one override the other? Do they both happen? And can I get those hit dice I spent on the short rest back because I would have regenerated to full?
They both happen. They both happen. Whichever one is better for you is the one you take. So
Okay.
Yeah, you can regain this hit dice.
Thank you.
Stepping into this room, Gwyn pulls out his wand of secrets, which points towards hidden doors or traps within 30 feet.
Mhm.
And he'll expend a charge.
There is a hidden trap door nearby.
It will point towards it.
There is a hidden trap door there.
Okay. I figured, but I just wanted to be sure. Gwyn will go over there and futz around until he finds it.
When,
investigation
why are you feeding her?
Because
Food?
academic curiosity.
No, we're good at this point. I got in the door. There was nothing here. I'm justified. I did the right thing. Let's go.
There's a trap door.
What? Where?
You walk in. So
Another door?
you move in. You slide the pallets aside, and
Yep.
there's a trap door underneath them.
All right, now this is interesting.
When is this anywhere near the direction of where we need to go to
Not
stop
even
the world
remotely.
from being ended?
But if we find
Hi.
something, I can
But there might
make
be
it
something
take
useful.
us where we need to go. Potentially, hopefully.
Hi, I'm just gonna be standing here at the top of these stairs, waiting for you all until we can
Alright,
get to a
have
door,
fun.
and I can use a key that I have.
We appreciate the rear guard.
Alone in the area with the
Lift!
things that can take over your brain.
You open the trap door, Gwen?
Hell yeah.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck yes.
No one checked.
15.
Am I close enough to need one?
No, it's a targeted thing.
Okay.
15.
All right, that's a failure.
Okay.
I have to spell this spell correctly. Hang on.
ISIN.
D-I-S-E.
Just an I. Disintegrate cell with an I.
Yeah.
Yes. DISINTEGRAT.
It's one of those, I can never spell it
Yes,
right.
being helpful in a place where that would be bad.
Does it? Oh, it's a spell and it targets only me?
Yes.
Hey, we're going to just use Weaveborn to absorb that shit.
Let's make it an initiative roll. Let's see, just to see if you react in time to use it, because you weren't expecting it. So
That's fair. I still have advantage, because foresight. 19.
Judge, nice of me. I would have just said, sorry, you're surprised. No actions on a surprise.
well, no, because I have the stat sheet of the person who said it. So basically, it's their spell DC versus thing. No, that's just shy of what you needed.
Dumber. Bummer. Okay.
Literally just shy. The DC 20.
20. Yep.
Harry
No,
immediately
no.
says reflexively, this is not my fault.
Hang on. Gashkar has a thing to say after we find out how badly hurt Gwyn is.
You take 83 points of force damage
Okay. Bang.
and sort of get rocked back to the wall
Ow.
as an explosion of green light erupts from the trap door.
As Gashkar just kind of puts both fingers to the bridge of her nose and just, how? In a room with the two of you geniuses, am I the smartest person in the room?
We got curious. Leave us alone.
Hey,
Oh,
Gwen,
Love you very much.
are you all right? Because you look like you're missing about,
It'll
about
regenerate.
the quarter front of your body right now.
I'll be fine. Just give me a minute.
You're
I-
lucky.
Did
You're
I at
lucky.
least get the door open?
Yeah, the door's open.
Okay, good.
You're lucky you regenerate, love.
Aren't I just, though?
Who's dead in there?
No
No
one,
one.
fortunately, because the one who opened the trap door is the one who regenerates.
Nothing bad.
Yeah.
I regenerate too. Thank you very much. No one's dead. Nothing bad happened. Everything is absolutely perfect right now.
Yeah, except for the explosion and the
So-
light and the yells.
Inside
I didn't say a damn thing.
Inside
Else did.
the trap door, you find an iron bottle with a brass stopper.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Can I identify it, check it for traps, something?
Can I open it?
Don't touch that, Harry. Let me check it first,
Do you,
because this is the thing that I'm actually good at checking.
do you try to open it?
Harry?
Oh, I will hold off on this. Right now, I am very disappointed in myself for not picking that personality trait of the quickest way to tell me to do something is to not to tell, or the quickest way to get me to do something is tell me not to do it.
Hey, you've told me that this character is a tactical character.
This character is a tactical character, yes. This character also has no impulse control, and when she wants to do something and she's curious about something, she's gonna do it.
So Gwen casts Identify on the bottle.
All right. You realize, as you cast the identification spell, You determine this to be an iron flask, which is a magical item. This iron bottle has a brass stopper. You can use an action to speak the flask's command word, which you know, targeting a creature that you can see within 60 feet of you. If that target is a native to a plane of existence other than the one you're on, the target must succeed a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw or be trapped in the flask. If the target has been trapped by the flask before, it has advantage on the saving throw. Once trapped, a creature remains in the flask until released. The flask can hold only one creature at a time. A creature trapped in the flask doesn't need to breathe, eat, or drink, and doesn't age. You can use an action to remove the flask's stopper and release the creature the flask contains. The creature is friendly to you and your companions for 1 hour and obeys your commands for that duration. If you give no commands or give it a command that is likely to result in its death, it defends itself but otherwise takes no actions. At the end of the duration, the creature acts in accordance with its normal disposition and alignment. An identify spell reveals that a creature is inside the flask, but the only way to determine the type of creature is to open the flask. A newly discovered bottle might already blah blah blah. This does indeed have a creature in the flask.
You have
Mage hand.
You have the Mafuba jug.
Mage hand. I have the flask.
I was going to
Specifically,
Danny Phantom. It's the Fenton thermos.
Specifically, Gwynferon, there is a solar trapped in this flask.
Oh shit.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Okay, wow.
I mean, I thought the only way to determine the type of creature was to open the flask.
Oh, sorry.
Unless
That's
we've
right.
been-
That's right. There is a creature in the flask, but you don't know what type it is.
I have no idea what it is. Okay.
That
Sorry.
said, knowing these two, it's
Yeah.
probably going to be opened in about 10 seconds.
No, Gwyn has the flask now. We'll investigate this later.
Cool.
Yep. And I will definitely let you be there when we open it.
Awesome.
And the iron
Excellent.
flask is an SRD item, so you can indeed just pull it in your character sheet.
Sweet.
Shall we go save the world now?
Yes. Yes.
Gwen,
Yes.
you're welcome for me getting you a new magical item.
I owe you one.
That's the takeaway I took from this experience.
That's a very reasonable takeaway. Yes.
Hope,
Yep.
while you've been standing there waiting,
Uh-huh.
there has been an inordinate amount of heat coming
Uh-huh.
from down these stairs.
Okay.
Like you're starting to sweat.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hot at the top of these stairs. Less so further down the hallway, but right here at the top of the stairs, really hot.
Does it feel like it's coming from below?
Yes, the heat is coming from down the stairs. As the
Okay.
heat rises,
Yeah.
And you're standing at the apex of the rise.
Hi, I'm good. Okay, you're out. I don't think we should go down there. It's real. I think there might
Down?
be lava. We should go maybe
Did you
back.
say lava?
When didn't we need to go up when you had the magic that told us where the thing was?
As far as I'm aware, John, you
I'm
told
not
us
pretty sure.
You told us more or less northwesterly direction.
Yes.
And we
But there wasn't
southeast.
particularly any elevation associated with it, right?
No.
Okay.
Not precisely. It's roughly this direction. I don't know if it's up, down, or level.
Did you say lava?
Yeah.
Well, technically, it's only lava if it's on the surface. If it's underground, which this seems to sort of be, then it's considered magma.
You
But
did
the
that on
floor is the
purpose.
surface. The floor is lava.
Floor is magma.
Magma.
You did that on purpose, you
Liquid
bastard.
hot magma.
Well, let's not go that way because at least two of us had a creepy ass fucking dream about magma.
Oh, so now you don't want to go towards something that you suddenly noticed.
You can't fight magma.
No. If we know what's that way and it's something we can't fight and kill, that's one thing. If it's a door that might have anything behind it.
How do you know what's...
Can you all
in
just
this room with
confirm
the
for me that
magma?
it's hotter over here? Because I'm not entirely sure.
I'm
Wait, no,
assuming
take a
it's
step
hotter.
down the stairs.
Yes, it is there is definitely a strong, warm, hot breeze coming up the stairs.
Can I investigate the rooms
It
off
is
of
warmer,
this room?
significantly.
Okay,
Secret
good.
Doors.
Yeah, Harry's
other-
just walking in and starting to to look towards these other
Give me
rooms.
investigation checks.
Odds seem good that our path is either nowhere in this branch and we have to circle all the way back, or it's past the room with the magma.
18.
3.
The hall does go west, it seems, towards the bottom of the stairs, which is more or less the right direction.
From what you can tell, there does not seem to be any secret doors in this room or in the armory adjacent to it.
Can I go up
This
into
the armory?
the
Yeah, that's the armory.
barracks area and look for any sort of hidden kind of doors, eye for detail? Looking to see if there's
Sure.
any panels that will move.
Give me an investigation.
That was the toughest thing we've fought so far, and the law of
To be
things
to be clear, John,
Mhm.
you said this room and the armory, but you very notably left off this room.
There is also no trap. There is also no secret door that you can find in that room.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure
Sorry,
that
I
that
said-
wasn't a hint or something.
I thought I said in that room or the armory or adjacent room. I may have left off the or adjacent room part of
Yeah.
that sentence.
Okay, cool.
While everybody's searching,
Hope-
Corbin is in the armory just filling his bag of holding with weapons.
They are
Well, yeah.
bog standard long swords and spears.
There's-
Hope there does not appear to be any secret doors in any of the three bedrooms.
About to say, Corbin is outfitting the armory for our keep.
That's a 2 on that roll. That's terrible. God.
Gwyn has his 10-foot pole out and is investigating these stairs for traps. Is that perception or investigation?
Investigation.
Wow.
Well, there's not seem to be any traps on the stairs.
Okay.
You want me to
Down to
test? Do you want me to test this areas first, considering I'm the one who can actually take a swim in lava?
In the middle of your sentence, Gwynfron continues down the stairs.
He goes to the bottom of the stairs and sort of just beckons behind him, like, come on, let's go.
There's a door immediately in front of you.
Do you want me to take the lead on this?
Can we be quiet?
Relatively.
Then by all means.
There's a door immediately in front of you, as well as a door to your right that opens out into a much larger area, from which, or you should be able to see this, from which there is a blazingly bright light emanating from somewhere. There we go. From which there's a blazingly bright light emitting from somewhere, as well as a massive amount of heat.
I will flatten against this wall and try and peek around the corner.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Harry, is it hot?
Does
Well,
it
you're
matter
immune-
that I'm immune to fire
You're
damage?
immune to fire. You can feel that this wall is burningly hot to the touch. If it wasn't for that ring, you would be taking damage right now.
Mm-hmm. So I as I lean up against the wall and I hear the sizzling noise of my arm, or I look over at Gwyn, don't touch this wall.
Noted. Message to Lulu. Down the stairs is probably going to be best. Very, very hot. Careful.
I will sort of like peek out the corner and see if I can see anything.
As you peek out the corner, you see, sitting at the far end of what appears to be some sort of dining hall. Literally sitting atop what was probably at one point like a royalty or nobility, like, you know how like the royal table is always at the far end and it's escalated on a platform. This entity is sitting on the remains of that platform, using it as a chair, basically. Is this massive, almost a mix between like if a boar could stand up on its hind legs and kind of like had the physiology of a baboon?
Yeah, I recognize Demogorgon's face, yes.
Oh, it's not a Demogorgon. It's not a Demogorgon. Don't worry about that.
Aww.
That's later.
Like, it looks like the baboon face that Demogorgon has, but with a flaming mane.
But yes, with this massive green flaming mane roaring down its back, and in one hand a giant mahuatl, which for those of you that don't know what a mahuatl is a large wooden sword with obsidian shards sort of embedded in it along the side, making it a piercing and cutting, sort of ripping style sword. Early chainsaw for damage potential. This giant mahuatl just sort of leaning against the side of the platform next to it, as it sort of sits there in its throne of debris, and direct. Actually, let's see if it sees you. It might not. It probably does, though.
Rolls a natural 1, it doesn't see me.
That's what it would take.
Can I roll a stealth check against it?
Sure, roll a stealth check.
I'm not great at stealth, but I have a stealth mod. 25. I rolled a 19.
You did.
Nice.
Yeah, no. It turns its head to look at you.
I pivot back around the wall.
Sort of poking into the room where Hope and Harry are. I understand that we're concerned about fire right now, but I'm pretty sure.
Corbin, how did you get there?
I don't know. My Roll20 just closed. I just had to rejoin.
For some reason, your character like glitched through a wall.
Yeah, my fucking internet's been fucking.
So I put my hand on Gwyn and used the message cantrip to communicate silently. That is probably the largest demon I've ever seen, and it is partially made of fire and wields a weapon as large as I am.
Bigger than you.
Bigger than I am.
Message immediately to Harry. Bring everybody. We've got a huge fight.
Harry's like, this doesn't even like bother to explain why. Just starts booking at maximum speed. This way.
Because Harry may be faster than me, but I am further along. Don't touch anything on the walls. It's really hot down there.
Yup. And we'll try to vault over. No, actually, just go under Corbin's leg. That's easier.
Yeah, we can move past Corbin. He is not an obstacle.
Yeah, I would just move to the side. You guys.
We're halflings.
Exactly.
Oh, that's useful. So you guys run down the stairs.
Just tell me how far I get.
You can get all the way down to where Gwen is if you want.
Okay.
I was just pre-rolling his initiative.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Because he's already seen Gashkar, so he knows there are people there.
Yeah.
Demon, where? Demon, where?
So you all pile down, getting increasingly hotter.
Just around the corner.
As you get closer in proximity.
All right. Is everyone ready?
Step through.
I'm gonna pull the pipe out and just
get
legs to
chain
sort
smoke
of peek
slightly
around.
through a little bit as I run down.
Hang on. Grab. Okay, so you also peek around, Harry.
I'm gonna use a bonus action for Rite of the
Roll.
Dead.
Here, let me move myself over here for a second.
I need roll 20 to stop.
Oh, geez, that is a long description, Mercer.
Well, it's got all the rights in there.
I believe.
Well, no, I summarized the rights. That's just me
okay.
saying
That's why I can't see.
that those are the
anything.
rights I can use. The rest
Gotcha.
of the description is Mercer.
Oh, okay.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah. So Harry peeks around
Oh,
the
yeah.
corner, pulls back.
Gotta fix a thing. So yeah, you peek around the corner. You also see the giant baboon boar thing.
And then pulls back, you said?
But just pulls back.
She
for a
feels
moment.
She feels Gwyn's hand on her shoulder. Does this make us even?
Would it be inappropriate to say that I'm aroused right now?
Not even a little bit.
All right, let's do this.
All right, time to go.
Do I have the time for 2 bonus actions between learning of the fight and now?
Jesus
Sure.
Christ, that's terrible.
Okay.
Come on, Gwen.
God damn.
I'm
Honestly, low initiative is not bad for Gwen.
21.
It's
I'm
definitely
going
not
to
good for me.
put things on both of my weapons.
Just so we're clear, Harry, you are technically.
Okay.
You're in my space.
Actually, sorry, Rite of the Dead is necrotic. I meant to do psychic.
Okay.
Right at the Oracle.
Thank you.
Well, fuck nuggets.
Ow.
Wow, you all did terrible.
We did.
God.
Still don't
I'm-
see my initiative roll, so I'm gonna try it again, and if it shows
Yeah,
up,
no, it hasn't shown up.
sorry.
I just see it. You got a 7.
Well, I rolled the second time, and that time it rolled, but the first time I clicked it and waited.
You all rolled really bad.
We're getting them out of the
Yes.
way now.
Yes, we
Okay.
did.
Again, like I always say, going after the enemy is kind of like going before the enemy.
Except they get a surprise round.
Yeah, you're going before them on the next round. You have to reframe your perspective and all. So Hope,
The opposite
Yeah.
of the fight where everyone went before 20.
you're at the top of the stairs. There's a lot of heat coming up these stairs.
Yeah, I don't like this at all. Can I get through the people who are at the top of these stairs, or am I like stuck back here?
It's difficult terrain, but you can go through people.
Okay, actually, I'll dash and then I ignore difficult terrain because I'm mobile.
All right.
So
Are you using your action or your bonus action to dash?
bonus action to dash.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Sorry, I can't see. 30, 35, 40. Oh,
Now
okay.
you see this giant baboon boar with a flaming mane sitting on top of
God.
this podium, who now looks at you.
Sweet. There's stairs up to this platform thing.
Yes,
Okay,
though it is sitting on the platform with its feet on the ground.
got
Right.
it.
It's not higher level.
Okay. Putting up the cloak didn't do anything last time against demons, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take my action to just eye for detail. See what's in this room that might possibly be useful. There's stairs on this other side. I'm eyeing those stairs because that seems like a good escape route. I don't like this.
You haven't even used all your movement.
I have not. I'm gonna go there. I still have the rest of my dash. But
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stand there for a second in the middle of the room, look around, use
Alright,
my
Go
action
ahead
for
and,
detail.
go ahead and put eye for detail in the room or in
Okay.
the chat so I can see it again.
Yep. Sorry. Just eyeballing.
Are you trying to spot a hidden creature or object, or are you trying to uncover or decipher clues, or are you trying to use insightful fighting?
It's big. It's scary. I'll use insightful fighting.
Okay.
Good choice.
What does insightful fighting do?
I make an insight check. It makes deception.
Okay.
17.
Insight again.
Yep.
And then if you succeed, you can sneak attack it even if you don't have an ally in melee or
Yes.
advantage.
Even if I have disadvantage.
It rolled a 20.
Damn it. Okay. All right. Cool. Big, scary. I'm going to keep running. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Dash across.
As Hope just nopes out.
Nope. That's my
Its turn. Technically, it's Lair's turn. It and its Lair are going on the same initiative,
Oh.
which is nice.
Hmm.
I think we
Um,
found the big boss, guys.
do-do-do-do.
I brought my chopping sword.
Brought my head chopper.
Yeah. I need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw as the ground beneath you begins to rumble and crack.
Thank you,
fissures-
Feral Instinct.
As fissures begin
yeah.
to open
All
up.
of us, including
Everyone.
Corbin.
Everyone, including
All right.
Corbin.
Okay.
Well,
as fissures begin to open up and the entire structure begins to shake.
26.
15.
I'll use one of my Indomitables. 19.
Sorry, 1 second.
So we got a 19 on Gwen, an 18 on Gashkar, 26 on Hope, a 15 on Lulu, a 19 on Corbin.
And
And a 10 on Harry. Everyone except for Hope is knocked prone.
wait a minute.
Ow.
Wait. Oh, that should actually be, my apologies. That should, it's not gonna be much better, but 16.
Everyone except for Hope is knocked prone.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
As the ground shakes underneath you and cracks, and these fissures sort of decorate the floor and walls and stairs around you. All of the ground in the castle is now difficult terrain. For you, not him.
Mm.
Do. Right. Okay, then this giant creature reaches over and picks up the Mahuatl, standing up to its full height, which is about 25 feet tall. And it sort of looks between the one running away and the one stuck on the ground, and it's moving towards the one stuck on the ground. But it doesn't care about the one that's running away.
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Oh, good. We don't have to run that far.
And I'm gonna need everyone, because it's gonna fill up that hallway. I need everyone except for Hope to make another dexterity throw. Now, saving throw, now that you're prone.
Okay. And that goes around
18.
corners?
Yes, it does.
And upstairs.
It's going to fill up that entire hallway.
I just know sometimes you don't let stuff go around corners.
Yeah.
23.
16.
Oh.
Okay, good. Being prone does not affect your dex saves. Good.
Nope.
17.
You all fail. So this giant baboon creature rears its head back and then spits out this viscous green and flaming liquid that splashes into the hallway, sticking to you and the walls around you and filling up the stairs to Corbin, actually submerging Harry, Gashkar, and Gwyn entirely in this viscous liquid as it fills up to the stairs and then begins draining back down. You all take...
23 didn't save.
1,000
Nope,
damage.
23 did not save.
Ow.
You all take 10 fire damage, which is ignored entirely by Gashkar,
Yep. Thank you.
God damn it.
and 9 acid damage.
Which is not ignored by me.
But which is halved by me, Slodflesh.
Yep.
So
You
4?
are all... Yep, 4. So yeah, 4. And you are all also on fire and covered in acid, which is going to cause additional
Fire
damage.
damage?
10 fire damage, 9 acid damage. And you can use an action to extinguish the fire and wipe the acid off.
That's weird. My hit points
But at the
weren't
beginning
right.
at the start of each of your turns, you will take some additional amount of damage for the fire and acid.
Okay.
As it basically just doused you in an acidic, fiery loogie. That makes it Corbin's turn. You are knocked prone, and all terrain is currently difficult terrain, as a reminder.
Yep, I will stand up. So that's half my movement. I can't get past Lulu. So, yeah, Well, yeah,
I
no,
mean,
I can
difficult
just
terrain.
get past. Yeah, that's as far as I can get. I can't see anything. Can I?
No, it's still
Nope.
around the corner from you.
Yeah.
You can see you can see the light coming up. Though, so.
Yeah. Shit.
At the beginning of your turn.
I'll use my action to wipe off the stuff then.
You take 2 fire damage and 1 acid damage, and then you use your action to wipe it off.
Yep.
You you get that moment of ugh.
Yeah, I kind of just stand up and go, "What the fuck is even down here?"
All right, that'll be your turn.
Yeah.
All right, Gashkar, you're currently underneath acidic spit, basically. You're immune to the fire damage, but you still take 6 points of acid damage.
All right. Well, that acid damage has a lot to burn through, so I'm going to stand up and ignore it for right now. Let's get into this fight. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, no, sorry. I've only got 20 because I had to stand up. So right there. And we're just gonna bonus action rage, which immediately calls down a
hang on a
stormbolt.
second, real quick. I misread some of the information. I didn't do as much damage as I should have done to you. Hang on a second.
Okay.
You all take an additional 6 points of fire damage, which is ignored by one of you, and an additional 16 points of acid damage, which would be halved by Gwen.
Okay.
Sorry. He's got multiple abilities that do fire and acid damage. I was reading the damage from one of them and not the other one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay. Rage, which immediately calls down a stormbolt, which will deal 21 points of lightning damage. That was a decent roll. DC 20 dex save for half.
15, didn't say. Not going to waste them.
Okay.
Hang on.
Did
Sorry.
it actually deal any damage?
Yeah,
I was about to say.
I'm about to say, as I continue to read all this information, the lightning strikes it. It doesn't even flinch.
Okay. I was hoping it was at least just resistant, but immunity is worse. Okay. I still have a pretty dangerous weapon, though, so we're just going to keep stabbing.
Yes, it is immune to lightning damage.
Attack with advantage recklessly. Now 22 piercing damage, doesn't care about the lightning damage.
You hit it, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
18.
Not enough. As you stab into it, when you pull the spear back out, a line of this same bile that it spit out at you erupts from the wound and splashes onto you. You currently have the poison status.
Great. Well, that makes my reckless attacks just normal attacks. Oops, wrong. Hit call lightning rather than storm herald. 30.
30 still hits.
23 piercing damage. And that will be my turn.
All right. So Gashkar gets up, still burning and covered in acid, comes out, stabs, gets sprayed with even more ichor, and stabs twice. That'll make it Harry's turn. Harry, you are also underwater. Well, under Loogie.
Right. I get up, take out my movement, then.
Don't forget to regenerate your hit points.
No, I don't regenerate.
You also take another 2 points of fire damage. And another 2 points of acid damage.
Okay. Then I think that's all of I can move because 35 have
Oh yeah, because you took fire and acid damage, which is exactly the thing the troll hide armor doesn't.
Either
help.
one.
Yeah.
I know I know myself. And I am going to spend an action to wipe myself clean.
All right.
Actually, no, I'm not going to, because I'm assuming I just saw that stabbing it gets you doused again.
Yeah, we'll say yes.
Because it looked like the same stuff. I know that
Yeah,
it wasn't,
Yeah.
but it looked like the same stuff.
Yep.
Okay. Then I am attacking.
All right.
25.
A 25 hits.
Please tell me a 25 fucking
hits.
hits.
A 25 hits.
Okay. So that is, and that will be a, you know what? Let's make that a. Oh shit, that's what I should have done. Oh well. Let's make that a goading strike.
Okay.
So it has to make a wisdom saving throw or disadvantage on attack rolls against anybody who's not me. And I get sneak attack damage on this. So
What's the
that
DC
is
on the wisdom?
14
I'm assuming the DC on the
21.
wisdom saving throw is not 31.
No.
It made it 31. All right. 14 slashing.
24 total.
Plus 8 plus 2. And then you make a Constitution saving throw as you slice into it and Icar sprays you.
I mean, fucking whatever. Its DC is clearly very high because 23s were not succeeding against it.
Yep. A 22 is not a success. As you also are now poisoned.
Okay. Second attack. 26.
26 hits.
For 12 slashing. 21.
21 hits.
Okay. Let's try for that goading again.
He's not difficult to hit. He just does really nasty things to you. Another goading attack.
Yes.
Failed. That was a 16 on the roll.
Nice. So 24 slashing for that one. And 20.
20 hits.
Okay. Or 12 slashing.
All right.
Action surge!
Continue murder, yes.
Easy.
30.
30
For
hits.
18. 19.
19 hits.
Okay. You know what? Let's get everything out before I die. Let's make this a distracting strike. So the next attack roll by against a target by an attacker other than me has advantage.
Okay.
And
And that's not a save. It just happens.
It just happens. Yes. So that's 17 slashing plus 8, so 25 slashing for that one.
Okay.
That was my second attack on the action surge. My second? One.
Yeah, that was your second attack.
Okay. 34.
34 hits.
So close.
This is why we wanted to suck at our rolls earlier. So that when we're attacking with disadvantage, we can roll double 19s. 15 slashing.
Yep.
And then 31 for 18 slashing.
All right. At the end of your turn,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to use a legendary action
Uh-huh.
to look at you,
Okay.
and you feel...
Please tell me I have to make a wisdom saving throw.
No, it's not a wisdom saving throw. It's a Constitution
Okay.
saving throw as you feel
Oh,
your
okay.
insides begin to burn.
Being poisoned does not give you disadvantage on saves, right?
Right.
Correct.
26?
That's a success.
Nice.
You only take half this damage.
Okay.
So you take half of 15 points of fire damage
That's 7.
and half of 15 points of acid damage. As you feel your insides burning.
It's one of the things I love about the way D&D handles resistance is if you take 15 from 2 different sources of damage halved, it doesn't end up 15, it ends up 14.
Yeah.
Right.
A little bit short.
It's
30
just like
halves.
diagonals. They don't
Yeah.
quite make sense.
You take a total of 13 damage this turn, halved to 14. Arr? Anyways, that is I don't have anything I can do for a bonus action, so that is my turn.
All right. That'll make it Lulu's turn.
Okay.
At the beginning of your turn, you take 3 points of fire damage and 3 points of acid damage.
4 of which I get back. So that's 2 total damage. I just put that in because it's easier. 10, 20, 30. My whip has reach, so I guess I'll use that.
You have advantage on the attack because of the distracting strike.
Okay, cool.
A
22.
22 hits.
First. And then right damage. 9 psychic. I assume the fire doesn't do anything.
The fire does nothing, but the psychic does. Every time you guys hit me, I have to check for a new damage immunity or resistance. And at the end of your turn, you make a Constitution saving throw as Icar splashes out
Don't
at you.
I get to make my second attack?
Oh, sorry, not the end of your turn. After that first attack, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I misspoke.
Not at advantage, but
All right.
7.
You
fail.
are poisoned going into your second attack as Icar splashes across you.
Okay, does distracting attack only affect the first one, or does
Yeah.
it
Only the
continue?
first attack, yes.
Okay. I'm at disadvantage. No, I'm not poisoned. I'm pretty sure I'm not.
You're immune to diseases, not poison.
Mm-hmm.
Is the thing that is causing the poisoned condition a disease, though?
Actually, hang on. That might be relevant. You are not poisoned, because it is a disease. You are immune to disease.
Yes, I am.
Aha!
Because we've specifically fought a lot of demons that did.
That do disease things.
I got a holy book of not that.
You are not poisoned.
Girls.
And
Because a disease is a thing that can carry the poisoned condition.
You don't have disadvantage. It's just a flat roll.
yeah,
So it's 32 hits.
32 with the right damage. I have a legendary weapon that is no use in this dungeon.
I'm sure not everything will always have fire resistance / immunity.
Okay, everything we've sought so far and most fiends have fire resistance or immunity.
Yeah.
We'll go fight some fey plants next. Everything will catch fire.
For some reason, not understanding why, Harry twitches at that idea.
At the end of your turn, seeing a nice gaggle of people right there,
Oh, sweet.
it is going to cast a fireball.
Sweet.
I don't even need to make the saving throw.
Any chance of making a save?
It is going to cast fireball on top of Lulu. So Harry, Corbin, Gwyn, Lulu, Yashkar doesn't matter. Harry, Corbin, and Gwyn and Lulu need to make a dexterity saving.
29.
A 29 is
I
a success.
hope that makes it.
A 29 is a success. And to be clear, you all have the opportunity to make the saving throw.
How many of us does it
17.
require more than a 16 on the die?
Everyone except Harry.
Yeah.
All right. What level does he? Actually, no. No, actually, for this one in particular, for his spellcasting, not his innate abilities. For spellcasting, the DC is much lower than his innate abilities. So it's actually more of you can make it on less than a 16.
Did more of us make it?
No, only Harry made it.
Much lower. For the audience, much lower means higher than an 18.
I am going to use my reaction to interpose my shield and take half damage, though.
Okay. Probably a good thing.
Yep.
Fireball spreads around corners. It specifically says, but it doesn't
Yes,
matter
it
because
does.
Gashkar is immune.
Thank you, Ring.
It's a good ring.
When I'm not fighting an elemental like planar demigod,
You all
that
take
ignores fire immunity.
24 points of fire damage, halved by Corbin's shield and halved by Harry's dodge,
And ignored by me.
ignored by Gashkar. That makes it Gwynferon's turn.
Yes, indeed it does.
Gwynferon goes,
Okay.
oh fuck, and pulls the flask.
Not yet.
Gate.
I don't have any 9th level spells slots yet.
A
Right now.
cube.
Yeah, I do. But, Gate only works. Gate is not going to send this thing somewhere else. It can only pull things to you from somewhere else.
Or send you somewhere else if
Or
Gwyn just
send
wants
me
to nope
somewhere
out.
else. Right. Yep. Nope. Gwyn's got a better idea.
Jeremy supports the idea of the use gate. Harry will stab you in the knee.
Yep. Okay. Let's see.
Gwynferon just goes, you know what? No. Click.
30 feet is here.
You are
so-
half speed. Although you don't have to teleport.
No, I'm not. I've got a teleport and I've got freedom of movement still for another 6 hours.
Oh, at the beginning of your turn, by the way.
I regen 10 hit points. Yes, I do.
Regen 10 hit points, and you take 4 points of fire damage, and 6
I mean,
points and
six.
6 points of acid damage.
Yes.
Reduced to 3.
So yeah, so that'll be 4. So that'll be 7 points of damage total. So you only regen 3 points.
I regen 3 hit points. Yes. 3 is better than 0. All right. And then he says, "Hey, Harry, watch this!" And he pops the flask.
Ah.
All right.
Eamon shows up.
So you open the flask. And I wait for Roll20 to react appropriately. There it goes.
Yeah. How big did you fill this? Make this dungeon and fill it with shit. By the way, because the thing is moving slow.
Scroll out. I assume most of that is map.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that big. It's not as big as some other ones. It's just Roll20 doesn't like to handle lots of tokens. So where does the flask say that it appears? Actually, that's a good question. You're just next to you.
It appears 7 miles away.
Where it was captured.
I assume it appears next to you.
I believe that is the implication on
The,
an
the implication is that you let it out of the bottle.
Well, yeah, I just didn't know if it was like within 30 feet of you. So yeah, you pop the cork, and from within, this bronze-skinned, white-clad angel erupts out, fluttering its wings next to you.
And
Harry's
Gwyn looks at it and goes, "Warrior, kill."
Harry's immediate response is, "That's really cool, Gwyn, but maybe we can kill that after this one. We have to
This one's a friend, god damn it.
Don't kill the angel, Harry.
Or kill the angel. I don't care.
Why the fuck not?"
I'm not-
So yeah, he's sicking an angel on this motherfucker, and then he's using the rest of his movement to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over here.
It's the
Because
angel's turn.
difficult terrain gets fucked.
I would say the angel acts on your turn.
Okay.
It flies over to here, where it's flanking with Gashkar.
Yay.
Actually, no.
Murder, 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 murder.
No, it knows what this is,
Flies over
actually.
Here.
It knows what
You can
it
find
knows what this
both.
is, actually. The large sword that it has, it just lets go, and the sword continues to hover on its own.
Oh, one of these.
As it flies away, taking attack of opportunity from the was within melee range. 2. Which does hit. So the creature, as the angel begins to fly away, these razor-sharp claws just rip across its chest.
And at that point,
Dealing a
I
lot of
use
damage.
my reaction to make an attack of an attack against him because Sentinel.
Go ahead. It flies over to here. Go ahead and make your attack.
28.
28 hits.
Let's make that. You know what? Let's make that another distracting attack.
That'll be good.
Solars can't be poisoned.
So that is another 28 slashing damage.
The great sword that it left there
Now gets
shifts over and slices into it with advantage. It hits. It deals 16 slashing damage and 29 radiant damage. And as that happens, the angel holds out a hand, and a pure white bow of light erupts from its palm. It takes its other hand, goes to the string, and pulls back. And as it does, another pure white arrow of light forms, and it releases as it shoots it with its slaying longbow, scoring a natural 20.
Demon slaying longbow.
As an Overwatch player and somebody who is trying to swing at one person and then getting attacked on one side and getting attacked on the other side and attacked on this side, big mood right now.
The arrow punches through the demon's face, and as it does, the fire on its back goes out.
The demon just stole Harry's kill, or the angel just stole Harry's kill.
As the angel does
4d8 plus 12d8.
80 points of damage to it with that
Just-
one arrow,
Boom,
Jeez.
motherfucker.
and just blows out the back of its head. It hits the ground dead.
We have an angel for the rest of an hour.
Who's going to be rather salty at us after that, potentially.
We let it out of a jar.
We don't know.
We out of initiative.
We are currently out of initiative
Harry
I guess it may depend on who's angel.
as the literal Deus Ex Machina.
Who are you? I'm gonna.
Corbin walks into the room.
Gwyn sort of takes a half step forward and then, no,
I
he's going to
rolled
let
a
Hope
30.
take this one.
They hit the solar with my shin stabber thrown.
Oh God.
You throw the shin stabber at it?
Yes.
Yeah, it hits.
Harry. Okay.
11 piercing damage.
Hair.
It stabs into it.
I ask, who are
Fucking
you?
kill
in
stealer!
Celestial? Harry, don't stab the allies.
I'm good at this
Potentially.
point. I just had to make sure it knew from this point forward, no fucking kill stealing. Not even a regular part of the group.
I'm just staring at the angel, seeing if it
Gwyn is
responds.
using an action to take the loogie off.
Yeah, I'll do that too.
Yeah.
The angel looks down at you,
Mm-hmm.
and in your mind, you hear this sort of resounding voice.
Mm.
It talks telepathically
Yeah, of course it
because
does.
angels are telepathic. Hang on. Look up a thing real quick. Angel names.
Right, that's a thing in one of these books.
As
Just
long
put
as it ends in
AL
L, right?
L or
AL.
Here, yeah.
That's
Uh-huh.
because, you know,
Or an I.
Judeo-Christian normative.
Not all of them end in EL. Some of them just end in E. Also, no, I have a list of my own angel names, not the ones that.
Oh,
that
okay.
I used. Just trying to remember where it's at.
I do love that angels just have all languages
Yeah,
Yep.
in a lot of form.
all languages, all.
Oh, and you consider that the, you know, origin of angel is literally a divine messenger. It kind of helps if they can just talk to everybody.
So in your mind, Hope, you hear when you ask what its name is, Axion.
Axion. Hi. Sorry, my friend stabbed you.
It looks down at Shinstabber, which just sort of pushes itself out and falls to the ground.
I'm walking over to grab it.
As
Are you speaking out loud?
Yeah, Hope probably is. Hope, just in general, if someone talks to her in her mind, she responds out loud.
It's
Just
annoying.
She doesn't speak for me in this instance, and I'm not sorry.
The angel reaches down to grab Harry's shoulder. Do you resist?
Hold on, just a moment.
Harry.
I should wisdom save this to decide whether I.
Harry.
Well, we know how that's going to turn out.
I
Wow.
stabbed the hand reaching for me.
Okay, make an attack roll.
In a pissy mood. 32
Oh,
Very good.
God.
for 10 piercing damage.
So as you stab into the hand continues to press down until it grabs your hand that's holding the hilt.
Harry, what are you going to do to her?
And
All right, you know what? Respect.
you heal 40 you heal 40 hit points and your disease is removed. As it uses healing touch.
I mean, sure, okay, but
And then
you got stabbed in the hand and just kept going. I'll give you respect.
That's determination.
We're cool now.
the angel pulls its hand off of the sword.
Did you,
Good deal.
by any strange chance, happen to get stuck in that bottle by as I try and remember the description of that guy in the sandcastle, like, you know, months and months ago.
Aldo.
Yeah.
As you're asking, the great sword flies back to it as it moves over towards Gashkar.
It's ignoring me. Okay.
I mean, it's telepathic. It can talk to you while doing other
Healer.
things.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are so mean to your healers. I understand why you don't have one.
It reaches down to touch Gashkar. Gashkar, do you resist?
No.
You are healed 34 points and your disease is gone.
Much better. Thank you.
Gwyn is just sort of walking
it also
over towards.
pats out the fire on you while it's doing that.
I was taking an action to do that already, but yeah.
Gwyn sort of walks over towards Hope. He's kind of holding the empty bottle in one hand, the cap in the other. You all right?
I'm fine. This is so.
He lifts the bottle
Moves
What
over to
what is
Corbin.
that?
and puts the lid back on it. It's a bottle.
Okay.
Corbin, you heal
Stashes
34
it in his
points.
belt.
You weren't diseased, so you don't have to worry about that.
It
part.
can capture things.
I have questions.
Ask
First
them.
Would I
question.
have any idea what this creature is or its capabilities?
I will
Give me a religion check.
attempt to talk to it
this-
in my mind,
Wait,
damn
let
it.
me check.
Not responding verbally. I'll
No,
try.
they're not saying its fiends are undead, so I guess I don't get
Yeah,
advantage.
no, you don't get advantage, but you can still give me a religion check.
Celestial.
18.
Hi.
18. Yeah, you have a general idea that solar. This is a solar, which is sort of one of the largest classes of angel. Talking about them as if they're battleships.
Accurate.
They are
It's a solar class.
they are sort of a step below the greater celestials. They are themselves still considered greater celestials, but they're a step below the right hands of divines and things like that. They're like,
the angels that get names in monster manuals.
if you look at the angelic hierarchy as a pyramid with the true divine at the top, they're the third tier.
Yeah. So Gwen feels Lulu's psychic brain. Ask him about the rod, maybe? Because that's what we're here for.
Sure.
Just really quick, Hope, what were you trying to think at it?
Fine.
I was trying to think at it. Thanks for healing us. And repeat the question about if he by chance got put into that bottle by Valda, because I'm looking for connections.
Valda, okay.
Valda. Also, what god are you from, with, adjacent to?
In your mind,
I'm bad at religion.
in your mind, you get back no. And as you look at it,
Mm-hmm.
you get a sudden impression of sort of a shift. Its form changes from a very masculine form to a very feminine form, and then back again.
Like that other one.
Sundered God.
I was going to say, is that something that's visual, or
Yeah,
is that
you
something
can also
like
see
everybody
that.
can?
If you
Innate
focus on it.
religion, can I put that sort of together? Or no?
Yeah, you can tell this is a solar of the Sundered God.
Whole group wise, we met something like you before that was imprisoned by something that we're to destroy. Hopefully, maybe, if it's all connected. We're trying to find this beacon thing. I pull out my pieces.
It sort of looks at it, tilts its head. It doesn't. It seems to recognize it, but it doesn't know where the other piece is.
Okay. Cool. All right, I say that part out loud. Whoa. Okay. Good job on stabbing the ally, Harry. Good.
Gwen, do you still have enough magic to try and locate?
Sorry, what?
Good job on stabbing the ally.
I do what I can.
Yep. I think they're with us right now.
I mean, it's fine. We're cool now. Now they know not to kill Steel. It works.
They look over, and they float over towards Lulu. Reach down to put a hand on Lulu's shoulder. Does Lulu resist?
No.
You weren't diseased because you're immune to it, but you heal 34 as you feel this sort of radiant energy pour
I
into you.
think that takes me to the maximum amount I can have, because I've still got 2 glowing swords.
Then it moves over towards Gwenferon as it follows Gwen, because it's still Gwen's ally for the next hour.
Can you sense any perils on the other side of these doors?
It looks up. And then in your mind, you hear, no.
I wasn't in your brain a couple days ago, was I?
No.
Right.
Oh.
I think
How
that was a
long had you
different
been-
god out of character.
No, it was definitely the Sundered God.
Oh, was it Sundered God?
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it was.
straight up.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah. mhm.
The one we keep running into. Yeah.
How long had you been in there? Do you have a sense of time passage?
You know that angels do not sense time the same way mortals do in the first place, so it tilts
Mhm.
your head. They tilt their head and sort of look down at you. And then in your mind, longer than the span of 4 mortal generations.
Am I hearing Gwen's half of the conversation?
Yeah. No, he's doing mental chat. And what exactly was it that got you stuck in there in the first place? Which one of these shites tugged you in?
See, that's a very broad term because mortal generations have widely varying lifespans.
Right.
Yeah. Oh,
Gwen responded psychically to me.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
What is
Still,
Gwen's
or
greatest
whisper to me.
desire?
Specifically for Gwynferon, he wants to arrive at a point in his learning and in his understanding to where he's no longer surprised by anything. Like he wants to be as close to omniscient as he can get. Yeah.
In response to your question about what put them there,
Right.
the response is, I don't know.
Meanwhile, in the background, Harry is currently carving up the body.
As
yeah, I
you're in the,
want one of them tusks.
as you're in the middle of carving, it dissipates into ash.
Son of a bitch.
Fuck you!
Because demon
We-
corpses dissipate into
Thanks.
ash.
Though.
Most of them do.
Gwyn looks at the door. Does he see any traps?
No, it's mostly just scorched beyond recognition.
Right.
Because this is where the giant fire pig demon's back was.
Now let's see if we can get this one open. Give me a hand. And he'll try and shoulder it open. However, whether it opens outward or inward.
Give me an athletics check.
I'm gonna
Still
listen
get
to the other side of this
Get
door.
an advantage on the.
Give me a perception check, Corbin.
Yeah, I'm doing this.
26.
Listen up these stairs.
Give me a perception check.
16.
When you shoulder into the door and it bang,
Ow.
and your shoulder reverberates with the same intensity that the door does, as you realize that it's been welded shut by the heat of the thing's back.
The
angel moves over,
Yeah, I'm gonna step aside real quick.
pulls out that great sword and pushes it in between the doors as the radiant energy just sort of bursts and the sort of welded joint just parts under the blade as it cuts down. And
I
then
saw a djinn that could do that once.
pulls it back out.
His name was Qui-Gon.
Yeah. Yep. Thanks for beating me to the joke. I was gonna type it.
Corbin,
Aaron's
26.
response is my response right now. I appreciate good puns. That was a very bad pun.
Corbin, you
Yep.
don't hear anything behind that door. Hope, you hear the sound of conversation up those stairs.
In what language?
Infernal.
I don't speak Infernal. Damn it. Does it? Can I infer anything from the tone? Does it seem like they've heard us? Is mostly what I'm wondering. Or they've heard that that
It's
something's
hard
been
to
killed.
interpret infernal if you don't know it.
With
Primarily
Okay.
because it is infernal and celestial do not follow the same rhythmic patterns that
Okay.
that mortal languages do,
Mm-hmm.
and
With
so
the
it's
20
really hard to infer them without knowing it.
Okay.
would I have heard that from where I was?
No,
since I'm-
you're leaning against the door trying to listen through it. You're not
Okay.
over by the hallway. After the angel gets done shoving their sword through the door, it pulls it back and floats back a bit.
Let's give this another try then.
You two do notice that the angel and Gwynferon are sort of hovering over the northern door.
Yeah. There's.
I'm
hear something
only
there.
slightly irked that the angel is a little bit stronger than I am.
Angel's not stronger than me, I bet.
No, it literally is stronger than both of us by 1 modifier point.
Harry disbelieves the illusion.
Yes, she does.
Ugh.
Can't do the honors, love.
Sure, why not? And she'll step over and just try and shove the door. Determine if it opens in or out first, and then shove in the appropriate direction.
And now that the weld has been cut through, it opens outward, and so,
Okay, so
or inward.
grab
Sorry,
and-
so you push it open.
Oh, push open. Okay, yeah. Then shoulder through. Then
You shoulder through. It opens up. The others of you in the hallway hear the door open as it gets bashed open.
it's very dark in here.
Inside, you
it's
find
not.
inside the room you find cobweb-laden desks and chairs of the sort that you might find in a meeting hall of some kind.
Hallway this way.
There is a hallway both to your left and right.
What did you tell her your name was?
In your mind, you hear Axion.
I am Gwynferon. This is Gashkar.
I had
Harry?
a guess his alignment.
Lulu is back there. My other friend is Eshkil, as I'm sure you noticed. And Corbin and Hope will be catching up at any moment. Shh.
Because it does radiate light.
Good.
As Gwyn steps into the cobweb room, he's going to cast Locate Object again.
All right.
See if he can get
Is-
another ping.
It is underneath the table on your left.
Okay.
Weird question because I have a thing that I've never used and I've been itching to use it.
Okay.
Is there doors at the top of the stairs?
Yes.
Okay. Is it the type of door that can have a lock applied to it?
Oh, wait. At the top of which stairs? Hang on.
The top of the stairs that I was at, the foot
Oh,
where I
no.
heard the sounds.
No, not there.
Damn it. Okay. All right.
Gwyn will scramble under the table and see if he can grab the piece of the beacon.
So while Harry is investigating what appear to be bedrooms, Lulu, what you doing?
There's bedrooms.
As Gwyn seems to be going off distracted by something, Lulu will, with silent speech, ask the aid Solar, do you know of what this dimension is?
Back in your head, you hear. Not really, no. And before you ask, you get nothing back from your Aboleth's ability.
Damn it! I really want this to be useful, but like demons and angels are just like my greatest desire is nothing, man.
Just to be sure, Harry is investigating these rooms.
Angels don't have desires; they only know obedience. They're really
Or,
blind.
secret doors. et cetera, et cetera.
Angels are really dull things to try to read the desires of.
Mhm.
Whereas demons, it's like whatever's right in front of them is their desire.
Both of which are not interesting answers to Lulu. Much closer to like the Fae end of things.
Yeah, no. See if you can telepathically trick a Fae into answering back to you. That'll give you some interesting stuff.
Well, I mean that on the alignment scale of aberration to Fae to angel to demon, Lulu is in the Fey box.
True. Does Gwen find
Sorry.
anything under the table?
Hang on, really quick, because
Oh, okay.
Jeremy, what were you asking, and what were you rolling investigation?
I
for?
was searching the rooms to see if there was anything.
You
I'm
find
assuming with a 10, I found very little.
with a 10, you find a goose down pillow, a very
Ooh.
comfortable
Speak
set
of
of
that.
sheets, a nice blanket, comforter, quilt. Nothing else.
Very well upholstered bed.
There's bedding in here. Does anybody want a comforter?
Can you all be
A
quiet? I
duvet,
heard
perhaps?
talking up there.
I'm like way
Yeah,
in
no.
here. I don't
I
even.
know.
You're trying to shout down like a hallway and a lecture room and the lab rooms
Yeah, I
behind
can't see
that.
Yeah, she's just shouting at the top of her lungs.
The perception was up the hall. So Gwen, you crawl underneath the table, and you find a locked box.
I cast knock on it.
Canuck.
Cannot.
The box opens up, and inside there is a leather pouch holding in it a 8-inch piece of familiar looking metal.
Grab.
You grab it.
I stick my head back out under the table. Corbin, go get your girlfriend. Please.
She's right on the other side of the solar.
What? I can't see anything.
The angel moves out of your way.
He's like,
You still have the beacon?
yes.
Gwyn sticks out his piece. He doesn't let go of it.
I hold my peace.
And he tries to stick them together.
As you hold your piece out, the one you're holding, Gwen, shoots out of your hand and just connects to
There we
the
go.
end of Hope's piece.
Sweet.
You now have 4 pieces.
Woohoo.
The beacon gains another 4 charges.
Okay, here, wait. I gotta type this all up. 4 charges. We're four pieces out of how many were there?
4 out of
6 or
7.
7.
4 out of
4 out
7.
of 7.
It is
Okay.
it is the rod of 7 parts.
Yeah.
It is the rod of more than halfway done now.
Yeah.
So you gains another 4 charges
Mhm.
to its maximum, and currently.
Yep.
It gains the ability to cast Dimension Door for 4 charges.
Oh.
And you can cast the spell Control Winds twice a day,
Yes.
as long as you're attuned to it.
Okay.
For real though, this duvet is really, really comfortable, and I've checked it's spider free.
What's happening? What happens?
Gather it all up.
Because usually, by the time we get to
Uh,
this,
As the rod connects, and as
Okay.
Harry is yelling about a duvet,
Yes.
So are we taking it or do we leave
the
it?
world around you blinks out of
Oh, Harry's
existence,
got the duvet in her hands.
and you are in a plain, featureless white room with a solar and a bunch of bedding.
Yes,
Dimensional blankets.
I got the true treasure.
The true treasure was the bedding we stole along the way.
You need to get it enchanted. To
That
make it
should be
blanket of
advice.
protection.
That should go in the advice.
That 100% needs to be advice.
Unfortunately, Legbot is currently down, so I cannot add it into the device.
God damn it.
Hold on. I will record this for future reference. The true treasure
Was the bedding we
Was
stole
along the
along the
way.
way.
bedding we stole along the way. I'm keeping that for posterity's sake.
Yes.
wait.
So you return. You are now back in the featureless white room.
Ah, the construct.
of
Sloth
the
done buffering.
of the well, no, this is the level.
We're not
that you're
there yet.
escalating to. You haven't
Okay.
gone back down the elevator yet.
So I've Lulu has done this once before. The part where the hammer smacks us on the heads usually happens elevator
now.
or should have happened already.
Happens right about now as the walls fall away and you realize you're standing in space in the sky.
Can't have it. It's all mine.
Harry, God isn't going to steal your blanket.
You don't know that.
They're pretty nice blankets, Hope.
Gods are petty and jealous beings.
I am trying to watch as much as is possible the Solar's reaction to this.
Give me an insight roll.
Curious about that too.
Coordinating. Okay.
Amazement that we've survived
15.
so long.
I don't know.
The Solar seems to be entirely passive. As
Right.
the elemental chaos's body becomes apparent against the backdrop of stars that match the backdrop of stars that is the elemental chaos's body.
Oh, there they are.
As they turn and their celestial hammer comes roaring down, smashing into the top of the tower and into the group of you. You blink as you feel power coursing through your bodies and level up.
Yay.
And find yourselves once again, which we'll handle leveling up after the session, but and you find yourselves once again on the elevator going down.
But I still have the bedding, right?
You still have the bedding, yes.
Okay. That's the important part.
In fact, the bedding shimmers slightly in response to the...
Yes!
Enchanted bedding.
I was going to say, did Harry get a +1 pillow of fighting?
No, it's not a +1 pillow of fighting. It is, however, now enchanted bedding,
Use wisely.
which I will provide you stats with later.
The expression on your face.
It restores more of your hit dice on a long rest when you use it to sleep with.
I'm trying to figure out what magically enchanted bedding does now.
Honestly, it probably just gives you more of your hit dice back.
I'll figure it out.
I guarantee there's probably a tag that says "Do not remove" that you are literally incapable of removing.
There is definitely a do not remove tag. You would have to throw it into like a god's fireplace in order to remove that tag.
Hey, Solar, can you use your sword? Maybe?
That would be against the astral dictates.
I hope Gwyn won't do this, although Galadir would. I have this vision of Gwyn like once the hour is near up. Okay, back in the jar.
Looking at that thing, I'm like, how did you fail a level 17 wisdom save in the first place? I don't know. Not my problem.
You don't know what modifiers were applied at the time.
It's fair.
Also,
I was
probably
thinking
just some ability like yours is like, no, you rolled a 1.
I mean, fair.
Yeah, you can make him. You can make things
That's
fail.
true. It's true. I can.
On a good day. When you have
Yep.
that left.
Did we get a god boon, by the way, or was that just the leveling up?
God boon is leveling up. Yes.
Yeah.
I feel cheated.
Oh no, you get to go to level 22. You feel cheated.
Be grateful.
I gain sorcery points now.
I actually have this much healing spell
Ra-
instead of this much healing spell.
Rather than a one-off thing, you get a whole level's worth of abilities.
Cunning
No,
action.
I'm not complaining.
No, that
I
was to William.
appreciate it.
That was to William.
Gwyn's just waiting the ride down.
So
Hold on,
the
I'll
elevator eventually ends, and there is still an hourglass there, and its sand has dripped further down.
No.
Gwyn will go over and like
Getting
tap
along
on it.
with-
Tink, tink,
No.
tink, tink.
How much farther? Like Hope would be trying to figure out like the ratio of how fast this thing is moving versus perceived time. Like that's where-
Previously, it had been established that if it was a full hourglass, it would have about 15 minutes left. But it's not an hourglass because it's so much larger. Yeah, I've calculated that out. It looks like it lost about 5 minutes relative to whatever.
About a
size
third of what was there is gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I have the physical prop now.
Huzzah.
Congrats.
Yes.
Okay, that's my next character for a one shot or a joke game. Someone whose magic robes are bedding and has a weapon that is just a pillow.
Wizard named Linus.
So basically, you're king from Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Corbin's gonna turn to the solar. Do you have any idea what that means? Pointing at the hourglass, and that used to be a sloth.
In your mind,
us.
you hear, no.
That's
Wow.
unfortunate.
We're going to at least get a lengthy rest in before we head back into that tower.
But first, we're going to have a drink. Would you care to come along?
Yes.
The Solar looks down. And you get an impression of it's rude to ask somebody their opinion when they are magically bound to obey you
Legit.
for a certain amount of time. Because even if they said no, it wouldn't matter.
I feel like you can give someone agency while they're under your control.
Right. I mean, if you don't want to go, then I'll ask you what you do want to do, and then I'll tell you to go do that. Hey, we try really hard not to be a dick to everybody.
We don't always succeed very well.
Solars know a lie if it hears one.
He doesn't try to be a dick to everybody.
No,
We don't
I know. It's just an amusing line to read out in response to that.
He doesn't try, it just comes natural.
Hi, Harry, what you got to come first where we live like that?
You get the,
Oh, you're doing the other person thing now. Okay, right.
Hey, Eshkill, are you psychically with silent speech? Eshkill, are you okay with Harry just ignoring your existence?
There's a brief pause. And then Gwyn's voice responds, he's fine with it.
Oh, cheated out of your MLS eye.
I asked, but
Yes, but he doesn't trust you as much as I do yet, even though he technically knows who you are better than I do, but it's a thing.
Fucking wizards.
He's a warlock, actually, but yes.
I thought you said the one neither of you are was the warlock.
Both of the ones that aren't me were warlocks.
I assume I've been a blood hunter every time.
No. Noopity noopity noop noop no.
A warlock? Really?
No, you were not a warlock.
Okay, we're gonna get drinks, and then I'm gonna ask you about this again.
All right.
We'll possibly ask Eshkill.
you get the
All right.
you get the impression that the Solar doesn't care what you guys do. They will follow along.
Does Gwynferon know that the Blood Hunter was actually Gashkar's last incarnation?
He's had some conversations with Eshkill, and he knows a lot more now. Yes.
Lulu will just sort of whisper to who would be open to this? Probably Gashkar and Harry. Not psychically, just normally whispering. So, what if we brought the Angel of the Sundered God by the Temple of the Sundered God and watched the priest freak out?
Why do you want to do that?
That was whispering.
wasn't to
I
you,
know,
Hope.
but I
You-
have an ability that says that I can understand anything that's said as long as I speak the language and can see the person's lips.
GM ruling. I have
Lulu
a
is
lot of
speaking out
fucking
loud.
hair, and I'm really short.
Yeah, I will say that if Lulu wanted to whisper that to Harry and Gashkar, Lulu could have done that without you being able to see her lips.
Okay.
And besides which, Hope, you fuck with the gods all the time. You have no
I know,
place to speak
you know,
on.
like, she's doing it.
Hope is what we call a hypocrite.
Yes. Hope is a hypocrite. Hope doesn't like anything but Corbin. We've been through this.
She fucks with the gods, not the followers.
No, she
Yeah,
does that
whatever.
to
Yeah, she does that.
acidic ooze let loose in church.
That was a while ago. You don't know what she's like now.
Exactly.
But two characters have heard that
Yes.
comment.
Yes.
Fuck yes.
I mean, I'm down for it.
Making puppy eyes at Gashkar. Then sort of eyebrow at Gwen.
Do I know where the temple is in relation to the Adventurers Guild? Is it between us and the tower?
No, it's a bit further north than that. It's got a citadel in the mountains.
Walked around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a way away.
There is a shrine to the Sundered God here in the city. Yes, it's around the it's nearby.
Triumvirate?
It's nearby to the actual Temple of Kor that is in Kor.
Is that between us and the tower?
Yes,
between
that,
the tower
that
and
one,
the
that
and
one
the,
would be between you and the tower. Yes,
Yeah.
like the proper temple is the citadel that's up in the
No,
north.
I was thinking the one that's in the city that
Yeah.
probably just has like priests that might be level 2.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
shrine has.
So at which point Gashkar will look over at Gwyn. We should probably take the route around, and I will list the streets and intersections that pass by the
Sure.
the shrine.
Because this is very out of character, I feel, for Gashkar.
Oh yes,
Sure, make an insight check.
I'll roll my terrible deception. 19. It
Close.
wasn't that bad.
It wasn't bad.
Gashkar seems to have some sort of ulterior motive for this.
There is a shit-eating grin on her face.
All right.
And
A little bit of a.
do you have the keen mind feat?
I do not. No.
Though I actually no, Wanderer only applies to natural environments. Never mind.
Does this so Hope has city secrets, which means that I'm pretty aware of all of the intersections. Where
Yeah,
where
you
are
know,
they?
you know the path that you're familiar with the
Okay.
streets Gashkar is referring to.
And Gashkar is saying one that's I didn't quite understand that, William.
I basically listed a list of roads that was sort of like, you know, when you're sort of like giving directions, you're like, you turn left on Ponce de Leon, turn and then take a
Yeah.
Mhm.
The roads
But
that
with
the roads that Gashkar listed will take you to the Adventurers Guild.
Okay. All right. And not okay.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Well, let's be on our way then, since apparently time is still burning.
Yeah.
Awesome sauce.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You leave the tower. The doors. Most
might
of you
say-
leave the tower. Hope,
Yep.
are you leaving the
Well-
tower or not?
No, she's actually going to say something before we leave. Don't pull me out of this. I just want to stay behind for a second.
Not too long, because I have a feeling that hourglass probably only runs when somebody's here.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
You want some alone time, or you
Yes.
need okay?
It's all right. Gwyn pulls out his little cube. We can always yank her out if we need to.
Oh, she will fucking hit you if you do
Yeah.
that.
I know.
Can I get an insight roll?
Sure, give me an insight check. Are you trying to deceive as to your reason for staying behind, Hope?
Yep.
Yep.
Never mind.
Hope is inscrutable. At the moment. Give it 5
What?
seconds.
No, I have a fun thing that I want to do that's going to be a great surprise for some poor acolyte.
Gwyn looks at Hope before he
Mhm.
leaves, though.
She's not planning on doing anything like rash. She does not want to go back in to fight whatever's in there. She wants just to.
I'm guessing she's probably on like a fact-finding mission or
Yep.
something of the sort.
Mhm. Yep.
Okay.
And she just doesn't want other people there.
Before he'll just walk past her, then reach out a hand to lay on her shoulder. Good luck. And then he walks out.
Corbin will walk up and be like, "We'll wait outside, and they'll give you a kiss."
Cool.
Yeah, just go outside.
Well, the group of you, except for Hope, step out of the tower. As the doors close behind you, Hope,
Mhm.
the area of the tower darkens. There's
Mhm.
nothing but a field of blackness, door behind you, and the hourglass in front of you.
This is weird.
See a bit of sand drip down from one half of this hourglass to the other. It pours gently, slowly, but constantly from top to bottom.
Wish you were a sloth again. At least the sloth talked. Not that we, well, we did listen. We tried. You were not very communicative.
Are you?
The
I'm
sand,
talking to the hourglass.
the sand drips in response.
Okay, I'm gonna leave.
The sand continues to drip in response.
I don't say that. I just turn and go. That was me telling the GM.
You turn and leave. You open the doors and leave behind you, leaving the dripping hourglass in the field of darkness behind you.
As you come out, you see Gwyn click his pocket watch shut and stick it back in his robes.
Hope was in there for 30 seconds.
Okay. He was going to give her 2 minutes.
Heading down the road in the direction we are heading.
Yep.
And down the streets, the solar floating behind you, drawing attention of the masses because there's a giant solar floating down the streets of the city.
This is our second annual parade. The first thing involved a dead
Pretty
thing.
good hearing. Do I
Yeah, I'm
hear
going
anyone
invisible.
saying the name Gashron or
Yes,
Right.
people are saying Gashferon as they're talking about, oh, that's the group Gashferon over there. Da, da, da.
I'm going invisible.
You put the hood up and go invisible.
Yep.
Yes, people are referring to the group as a whole as Gashferon when they say, who's that walking with an angel? Oh, it's the group called Gashferon. Why are they walking with an angel? I don't fucking know. It's the general gist of the conversation you get.
Yeah. Hope's walking through, like, parallel to the group, kind of trying to catch sort of conversations of people to see if she picks up anything, because we've gotten the attention of some of the cults that are on the outside sort of fueling this demon infestation in here. She's seeing if she can catch anything of that.
Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Oh, being preemptive.
Yeah.
Let's see if there are any cults out there on the street discussing their plans in the open.
No, but 25.
Watching us go down. They survived another floor.
We must sacrifice more children to the dark gods.
Forces.
will not be pleased.
You...
We must acquire more magma.
There was obviously not enough magma. No, mostly what you get is just there doesn't seem to be any organization to the people that are watching you. It's mostly just people that are going about their day, and then a big fuck off angel with giant wings is flying past, and they're reacting appropriately.
Got it. And nothing about the sudden influx of money into the city.
No.
Just because.
Nope.
Okay, cool. I'm good. I follow along.
No, nobody is on the street randomly talking about the Hope Fund.
I don't know. I'm seeing.
Now, if you'd called your character Trust, they would have been talking about it.
Oh yeah, thanks.
I mean, you can go check on the fund if you want.
I could. I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
Okay. You break away while the rest of them continue on. We'll pick up with you in a minute. Meanwhile, the rest of you walk down the street. Eventually, your path does pass by the shrine of the Sundered God.
Gwyn's just walking.
Yep.
People
He knows that they're planning something weird on this roundabout walking, but he doesn't know what or when.
The people around you continue with their various talking about why the hell is there an angel following this group of people.
Like Gashkar gave them the opening. She's just gonna see if they want to do anything with it.
I'm waiting until we're sort of at the temple.
Yeah, you're passing in front of it now.
Okay. Yeah. Lulu will sort of. What's a good way to say this? Take Gwen by the arm. Well, it would be rude not to stop in, right?
Yeah.
You your brain. And you're looking at the shrine of the Sundered God.
Oh. Lavis, you're a manky little shite.
Was that
Right. That was me, not.
Sorry.
I
Yeah,
understood
let's,
about half of that. You got to do the normal voice.
We're gonna make a pit stop thing. Axion.
Karen knows.
Let's check in and see what you think of the mortals that are part of the group club. And we walk in.
Axion follows you in.
Corporate's here, guys. Shape up.
Corporate.
This isn't corporate. It's like the CFO's like right hand or something.
As you come in, a pair of acolytes come over to greet you, see the angel, have a moment of confusion as they look. They see the thing that you all saw of the visage shifting between masculine and feminine, which is very, because it's not like an obvious. It's not. To be clear, it's not like a paper is rotating and it goes man, woman. It's just that the features as you watch, the features that read masculine begin to read feminine, and then they begin to read masculine.
You know those old
flux.
3D things that they'd have in like kids' books, where when you hold them one way it looks like this, and you hold it the other way.
Yeah, it's just sort of constantly in flux rather
There's
than.
a word for those, and I can't remember for the holographic tilt.
Is it tilting holograms?
It has a
There's a specific type of hologram that.
Anyways, that's the effect that's going on here. It's not like a shifting off. It's just a flowing between the two. They sort of see that effect and they bow and begin to say various prayers. The angel seems to communicate with them telepathically. They then straighten back up, turn their attention to you, and go, "Is there anything we can help you with today?"
Just thought we'd, Axion here had been indisposed for a little while, and we figured until he's feeling more himself, until they're feeling more themselves, we were going to let them relax here. We thought this environment might be a little more comfortable.
We were hoping you might know what connection the Sundered God has to the tower and what Axion might have been doing there, because they don't remember.
The Tower of the Gods is a construction of the gods, so assumedly...
Yeah, that's been corrupted by demons, but yes, we got that part. That's...
The Sundered God had a hand in its construction.
Well, Axion, I think this is where we part ways for now. For as long as you like, just hang out here and do whatever the Sunder God would like you to do to help out.
Axion nod.
It's been a pleasure. We're very grateful for all the assistance.
You should probably let him know that he won't be bound in however long he won't be bound in. If
I'm sure he probably knows, but sure, after a bit, I think whatever functions as free will for you will reassert itself, and you'll be able to be off and about whatever celestial business requires your personal attention.
Thank you.
Thank you. We need to go get shit-faced. So, cheers. We'll see you around the cosmos at some point, I'm sure. Wave.
I'm not.
Walk.
The group of you leave, leaving a confused Solar and a couple of bemused acolytes behind.
Hashtag just adventure things.
Meanwhile, as you continue on your way to the Adventurers Guild to get previously stated shit-faced, Hope.
Yep.
You find yourself once again within the bureaucracy of Core, aka the Triumvirate.
Oh, I was going to the temple actually. I
thought you were going to go check on the bank.
Oh,
trust
well, I
fund.
could do that. Yeah, I guess. Sure, fine.
Sorry, I asked, do you want to go check on the bank? And you said yes. I assumed that's what you were saying yes to.
Oh, I was just gonna check and make sure like no one had defaced the sign or something. But
if you're just going to the shrine, the sign's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I'll go to the bank too.
Okay, you go to the bank.
Yep.
All right. You check in.
You're bankrupt.
The trust is completely emptied.
Yep.
Okay.
It was probably the very first person.
I want all the money. I need all the money.
I need
Do you keep like records of who withdraws and like how many people visit?
Only in unusual circumstances. Why?
Is this an unusual circumstance?
Two people came and emptied the accounts per the instructions that you had given.
Do you remember what they look like?
Please let Selena have been one of them.
I will murder her.
One of them was a tiefling. Dressed very nicely. The other was a fire ganassi.
Girl's got a nose for money, I tell you.
Did they give their names at all? Just in passing name tag?
Yes. Albert and Francine.
Yes.
Albert was the fire ganassi.
No, Albert was not the fire ganassi.
Is Francine a name that Selena would use?
What makes this even
Cool.
better? The explicit plan was for Hope to not go looking for Selena.
It's too late now.
I mean, you don't know that it was Selena. There are many.
No,
fire
it could have been. There are a lot of fire ganassi out there.
There are.
And again, the name was Francine, not Selena.
Yeah.
Yeah, Selena's a liar.
As if there are no other liars in the universe.
Yeah.
Or even
We're a
in this
shift-
party?
Look,
No,
we are a
yes,
shifty people.
I think my point still stands because if Hope suspects that it is Selena, she has very good reason not to try and track down who took the money.
Oh, it's fair.
She might not do that, but she has reasons not to.
Honestly, I'm okay if whether it's Selena or not. I just like the idea that it might be.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. That's great. Nice. Okay. Yeah. No. That's fine. Thanks. I'll be closing that account.
Very well. You go through the process of closing the account.
Yep.
Now there's gonna be a lot of people showing up, going like, "Excuse me, there was told there'd be money here."
Nope. Nope. And then I'm gonna go to. God damn it, she's mad.
Somewhere Selena's like, look, I had to teach you a lesson. If you try to be charitable and you're dumb, people are gonna rob you. This is something I did for your benefit.
Also because I wanted money.
Also, I was kind of broke. I mean,
what stupid things can I do here?
I mean, you could open up a
the
trust.
sky's the limit.
You could open up a trust account and give anybody who wants it carte blanche access.
Listen, I stand by my idea. I still have the box from Galadir. I'd like to press that.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So you put your thumb into you sort of cut your thumb and put it into the thumb spot.
Yep. As I'm outside of the triumvirate.
As you're walking out of the triumvirate.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
A few moments later, there's the snap of a newspaper off to one side.
Hey.
You turn, look, and see Galadir sitting on a stool reading a newspaper.
Did I pull you away from something important?
Mostly just the crossword.
Okay. I have a request / job. I need to go to this little place up by the Feywild, by the Feywood. In this little, and I pull out a map that I've probably scrolled on something.
Okay.
With vague directions.
Well, the closest I can get you there is either the Highlands or Tirtar Narlin, although they don't tend to be friendly.
No. But I'd like to try and get there. First, can... Nope.
Are you wanting to go by yourself or with your allies?
They'll just try and stop me. With like logic and reason, but I'm angry at Selena and just everything. Why?
Sounds like you could use a trip to the Highlands then.
Yep.
Would you like to go now?
Yeah, time's ticking.
All right. He reaches over, offers a hand.
I will take his hand.
And the two of you blink out of core. Meanwhile, the rest of the group
is presumably all drinking.
You're all at the Adventurers Guild. What's up?
2 solids and then the rest out of the tankard of sobriety.
All right. So, aside from drinking and eating, is there anything else you guys are doing at the Adventurers Guild?
Probably after.
Go for it.
After about her 3rd or 4th drink, which admittedly are not super hard drinks, and she is eating a lot of food, so she's not on the floor, even though she's tiny. You were going to tell me about that person who wasn't a warlock, but was sort of me, but also wasn't a hunter?
Right. Yes. Okay. So, very long time ago, there was a group of heroes who tried to stop Eidos from taking over the world. They weren't able to do that, but they were able to sort of...
More.
Eshkill was a member of that group, and they had to make a number of sacrifices, and they were able to at least slow Eidos down.
Okay.
Eshkil sort of broke himself in half and sent part of himself back into the world, and that one was Fakir. Fakir, so Eshkil was a warlock. Warlock split himself in half, invested some of his power to his other half in the world, who was named Fakir. And Fakir started out living in a jungle, unhappy, and wanting to learn a lot more about the outside world because he was born into a tribe of druids. So he basically fucked off from his village, traveled through the jungle, made his way to the coast. Eshkil sort of introduced himself to Fakir along the way, going by the designation Shadeweaver. Or Shade Warden, Shade Weaver, one of the two. I can't remember.
Shade Warden.
Yeah, no, I remember. Gwyn is just that is a detail that Gwyn is not clear on. Anyway, Eshkil was working under a fake name at the time because Fakir wasn't supposed to learn that this was his other half, and sent him off to the mainland. Traveled on a ship and met up with a bunch of other individuals, one of which was a halfling named Lavis, who was who you were previously. Now, Lavis was an interesting individual. He had very strong opinions about what was right and what was wrong. He was a cleric.
So he did the thing I do now?
In a sense, but he was actually fairly strongly devoted to a specific deity. And Gashkar was Graza, who was a half-orc as well, and she was a blood hunter.
Are you sure you didn't mix that up?
I'm very Eshkil's very sure we're not mixing this up. Yes.
You write the best fanfic.
Thanks. What? Thanks. Anyway, so Graza and Lavis and Fakir journeyed together for a while, figured out that Eidos was trying to come back, had a number of adventures in a number of different places. But eventually Lavis had to stay back in his temple, I think. Something like that.
Why?
And I think it's one of the, well, like clerics usually have a fairly strong affinity and responsibility to their religion. So that probably, I think, was one of the issues that came up. That's what I think. Look, you got to understand, Lavis was a little bit of a shithead and had decided that he knew far better what was going on than anybody else in the group, and decided that his was the moral high ground. And while he wished them well, they were too stupid and ignorant to actually understand what the right thing to do at the time was. And so he sort of just told them, look, I care about a few of you, but fuck off, I'm doing my own thing.
The characterizations had drifted off to where it no longer fit the narrative.
So Fakir and Graza kept going and eventually confronted Eidos again and tried their best, but apparently fucked up again. And Eidos came back full force, ate the entire reality, and then started up this version of the cycle. That's the very short version. So yeah.
And that's why we drink?
And that's why I do.
That opens up a lot of future questions, but it's definitely interesting to have a few more answers.
I'm still pretty sure you've mixed us up.
Well, I mean, if you're wanting to see about actually meeting your previous self, we could look into what might be necessary in order to wake him up. Same goes for you, Gashkar.
I'm curious if you think the two of us would get along at all.
Yeah, that's a good question, because
I think there's more chance that you'd get along with Graza than that Lavis and Lulu here would work well together, but
okay, so now you have to tell me about Harry's. Harry doesn't care. Harry thinks it's a story.
we've established that Harry was Quinn, right?
Yes.
Yep. All right, so here's what happened with Quinn. Harry used to be Quinn.
That's a stupid name. You can't come up with a better name for my my character.
If I was actually making up a story, sure, you'd have a better name.
Fine, whatever.
I can't help it when humans want to name their daughters.
Okay,
Human?
that's funny.
For a while. Quinn was a dragon fighter. Quinn was an archer, and she was quite good in battle against dragons. She was rather sour-tempered at the best of times, but quite effective with her weapons of choice. And unfortunately, once they got back to the southern continent, because that's where they ended up. Ultimately, when they got back to Eidos' home plane, they had to run through the tropical southern areas first in order to get to the jumping off point, as it were. Quinn ran afoul of a number of enemies, and their local druid at the time was the one who brought her back, because druids can do that sort of thing. The way druid spells work with it, though, is that they sort of craft you a new body out of whatever might sort of be around. Yeah, so Quinn got reincarnated as a gnome. And was
Wait, does that mean that Harry was shorter than me last time? After being a gnome?
I think proportionally, yeah, a bit. And of course, when you're a bad-tempered human who wakes up in a body about the Carter's size as you used to have, there was a bit of, shall we say, a difficult adjustment period. And as I said, she was sour-tempered at the best of times before. Not a patch on what she was like after the reincarnation, though. I'm rather surprised that the sloth is still alive, to be honest.
You forgot about how first she revived as a plant.
Yeah,
Then
we're not even
reincarnated as a.
Eshka wasn't really paying attention to the plant bit.
No, that's the comics. Like, that is the. Yeah, no, it's comics. Sometimes people are plant.
That's the retcon, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
See, if I can offer a critique here of your, it would have made it was.
Oh, by all means, critique history and reality.
It would have fit better, ironically, in your story arc, if she had come back as a dragonborn, because then she becomes the thing she hates, and the rage is more justified.
Oh, there's a certain narrative thematic consistency.
You might want to go with that going forward.
Do you find that reality frequently adheres to strict narrative tropes?
I find that bullshit does.
So, if this be a not bullshit...
Yeah, whatever.
Look, I know you don't believe that this is what actually happened, and I can't really help you there. You're going to either make up your mind to take me at my word or not, but...
I mean, literally all I've seen is you talk in a different voice and tell other people what their past lives were. Gee, why am I skeptical here?
Well, you're skeptical because you've probably seen any number of charlatans do the exact same thing at any number of street fairs.
Gwen, we could probably do a day trip to visit Eshkil's ex-girlfriend, whose dad is... the one that kissed you.
I like that idea.
Of course you do.
Because she also had memories, right?
Oh, shit, it's about to get awkward.
Yep.
We're dating different people, but we share a body. But we're not the same person dating.
This is an interesting multiple poly relationship we've developed here.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wish I could just punch Eshkil.
You can. You just are also punching Gwen.
That's why I said just punch Eshkil.
Ooh, is there a spell for that? I feel like Galadir has a spell for
just punch someone's altar.
Look,
or temporarily physicalize the altar in an external form. I feel like that's the kind of thing Galadir would have spent magic developing.
I'm just saying I would need more than random stories to be convinced this is anything other than I don't even know why. There might not be a long game to it. It might just be because you're bored. But
this is the shit he does to entertain. Just tell us all of a false past reality.
Yep.
I mean, it's not the weirdest thing.
It's not the weirdest
thing. That's why the tower is here, though. And we know that we are good at clearing the tower. Because we've done that.
Yeah, because we're badass motherfuckers.
How many other badasses have attempted to
about a badly thought out wish spell, and I don't quite remember it, but
how many mothers have you fucked, Harry?
I'm withholding comment.
Gwen's gonna cast Sending to Hope.
It's a good place to come.
Hey, where are you? Is everything okay?
So,
do you need any backup?
Hope. You teleported away from Core.
Mm-hmm.
And found yourself standing on an overlook, looking down at a fairly robust but simple-looking village. This sort of cliff overlooking what seems to be some sort of farming community, wherein you see almost nothing but halflings and gnomes. The occasional human or elf mixed in, but primarily halflings and gnomes. Going about with these sort of straw-thatched roofs, huts of varying sizes. Off in the distance, there are herds of animals and cows, sort of fields of grain. And yet further off in the distance, there is a massive forest. Though from this angle, you can tell that there seems to be some sort of scar in the land somewhere in the northern section of the forest. That just sort of cuts right through. Galadir points over at that scar. You travel through there, you'll reach the forest on the other side of Tir Tarnarlan, which will then take you to the Feywood.
Okay.
It is... From here, it'll take you about 3 days to get to that scar, and then from there, to get to the Feywood, is another... He sort of mentally counts in his head 3 weeks. Unless you have the ability to move faster or some such thing.
No, I don't. The people who do are... One of them is who I'm gonna go and punch, hopefully, before she freezes me in place. And the other one is back in Core. And I
Sounds like you could use a vacation.
don't have time for a vacation. We have a tower to clear. There's a hourglass sort of sitting there, you know.
He points down at the hamlet. They grow a particular herb in this area that supposedly is very relaxing.
Have you tried medical marijuana?
I have a pipe that does
Medical
that already.
marijuana should not be prescribed for paranoia.
Yeah.
I feel quite strongly about this.
This is a very particular kind of medicine that the halflings here grow and the gnomes experiment on magically. It's a very interesting process that offers a great deal of insight and perhaps may help you more than the pipe would.
I'm sorry. Have you tried magical marijuana?
It might be a tea.
I call this shit astral projection.
Have you tried it?
I have. It would at the very least take less time than stomping through a forest for 3 weeks.
Fine. Okay. Do you know where I can buy some down there, or I'm just gonna?
I will lead you.
Okay.
And the two of you head down into the village. There's a very. If you've ever watched the first Lord of the Rings movie,
Yep.
it's a very Hobbiton like
Yep.
atmosphere. Just a whole lot of people going about eating, having small town arguments, and very much generally friendly town. Going around to one of the farmhouses, Galadier just sort of introduces you to a halfling there by the name of Basilwix, who, upon request, provides you with a very long pipe, and that has been preloaded with some sort of concoction. Oh well, if you take a draught of that, and I think you'll be feeling much finer. And he lights it for you.
I will very carefully try some.
Make me a Constitution save with disadvantage.
Okay.
Because somebody hasn't built up a tolerance.
No. Do I have this is weird. I have the ring that gives me advantage on spells against magical effects. Would this apply?
Well, it's not the ring, it's the
Or
it's the beacon, and no.
Oh, is it the beacon?
Yeah, the
Okay.
beacon gives you advantage on spells.
Well, I'm great at Constitution saves, so yeah.
Natural one. It's the best time to get a natural one. So you take a drag, and you sort of feel your stress start to melt away. It then feels like the rest of your body begins to melt away. Like you sort of feel yourself unraveling from the head down.
Am I still not stressed about this situation? I feel like I'd be stressed about this.
It's less of a my body's going away, because you understand that nothing's actually happening to you. You innately know that nothing is actually happening to you. It's just that you don't you visually what others see is you just basically slump down and just like stop carrying all of your weight.
Yep.
You feel yourself unravel from the top down. And then you sort of see the air in front of you part. And you start to get a glimpse of a field of stars in which there is a ship flying through space.
I can see forever.
And on this ship, you see a whole bunch of centaurs going about their various duties that a ship requires, except these centaurs are not half man, half horse. They're half man, half unicorn. And at about this time, you get a message in your brain going, "Hope, I hope you're having a great day." And it sounds like Gwen's voice. And you feel like you can respond to it.
I don't. It's about that coherent.
You get that back, Gwen.
Son of a bitch.
And that's where we're going to end for this week. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.